Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Duality9xers around the world, welcome back to another exciting episode right here on Duality9x, of course. Where else? We do our best to separate fact from fiction. So you'll find us showcasing and talking about different things. And obviously it's your comments that kind of help us be able to ascertain the difference between what's right and what could be false. So real or fake? You guys know the drill. That's a decision for you guys to make. Today's going to be an interesting video from Now or Never Travel. And it's called Exploring the Mysteries of Voodoo in Lome, Togo, Africa. So if you guys are intrigued by voodoo and the dark arts, well, obviously you guys are at the right place. So I'm not making any judgments, passing any judgments. I'm just going to showcase, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of this and that. And at the end of the day, you guys can tell me what you guys think. So this is an interesting video. It's really interesting, the kind of stuff that people are into out there. So if you guys have your beverage, I know I don't have mine. I got to get mine. But if you guys are ready, I'm ready. Without further ado, guys, let's get it.
Welcome back, fellow travelers, to Now or Never. Today, we find ourselves in the vibrant city of Lome, the capital of Togo, where we're about to explore one of the most fascinating and mysterious places in the world, a voodoo market. Before we delve deeper, I must warn you, some of the sights and sounds we encounter here might be unsettling to some viewers. Voodoo, deeply rooted in West African culture, is a complex and often misunderstood belief system. But fear not, we're here to explore respectfully and with an open mind.
Hi.
Yeah, guys, just to piggyback off of that, some of the stuff that you're going to be privy to in this video obviously delves into the dark arts. It's kind of like a taboo kind of a subject. It's not for the faint of heart, right? So some advanced warning, some of the information you're going to see is going to be a little bit graphic, a little bit challenging at times, but yeah. So if you guys are okay with that, let's continue.
Everyone, here we are. We're in Lome. We are today visiting a very special market.
It is the voodoo market here in Lome. It's apparently one of the biggest voodoo markets in the world. It is called, what is it?
Marché des féticheurs. So I guess fetish market, but it's not the type of fetish that you would think that it is all about. So any ingredient for traditional medicine and any voodoo ritual, you should be able to find right in there. So,
and I think they make a point to also make sure that you're aware that it is for white magic only. They don't sell ingredients for black magic here. So that does make a difference.
It does make a difference. All right.
We're going to go check out the
White
voodoo
magic,
market and see what sort of stuff is in there.
Let's go.
On peut aller en français pour vous en anglais?
Can you ask me? Wait.
Oh, il aimerait ça en anglais, oui.
Anglais?
Oui.
Okay. Nice to meet you, my brother.
Nice to meet you. All
Yeah,
right,
welcome.
perfect. So it's 10,000
Total for everything.
Okay.
Yes, that contribute to bring our fetish market. An example, before we don't get that thing, it's like the stage of we don't get this one. And with the money we collect for the people, and then we need to contribute to build our other things again.
Very nice. Okay.
Nice to meet you again.
Good. You too. What is your name?
Yeah, I'm Mark.
Mark?
You?
Dale.
Okay.
And Dominique.
So you are
Mark.
a fetish market. So, and if you understand about fetish market, it's only one in ECOWAS state in Africa. And it's true, the market is making Togo. But you know, every people who are working this compound are from Benin.
Oh,
Me
are
also.
from Benin.
They are all from Benin.
Really?
Because you know that fetish market maker,
Yeah.
he is from Benin. If you see the statue in the middle of the fetish market, this statue represents the founding father of this fetish market. So we have two type of explanation. And the first one, it concerns the animal dead natural we keep in the house. So with this one, he is considered like the ingredient because we have the voodoo priest in fetish market. They use in their medicine to help the people. One example, you know, like before in Africa, our grandfather, they don't get hospital.
No.
But when you get sickness, you have to go and see the voodoo priest. After he make the consultation, and then they will prescribe the animal on the paper and give it to you. With this paper, you have to go in the market buy the ingredient, and you brought and give it to the voodoo priest. So sometimes you have to ground to make it in powder to show you how to use to get satisfied. But nowadays we have the modern one hospital. When people are get sickness, they go to see the doctor in the hospital. But you know, it's not every sickness you get the healing.
That's right.
That in Africa we have the spiritual problem, witchcraft. That's why people don't know the difference, voodoo and sorcery. Yes.
What is the difference between voodoo and sorcery?
Yes, you know, voodoo is one. It's like a god is one.
Right.
But we have many ways to use it. When we continue, we go to the stand. I want to show you some statues. I will explain you more.
Okay.
Even when you have a question, you ask me, I'll give you the reply.
Perfect.
So apparently these guys, they don't delve into the black magic stuff. They do white magic, and apparently it's kind of like putting together like concoctions and things like that to help people who are sick or who might be who need some kind of like on the surface kind of healing and help, right? Like potions. Like I guess they have these shamans or like voodoo priests that people especially from his home country, which is Benin. I guess what they do is when they're sick, they don't really have the opportunity to go to hospitals and places like that, so they go to these kind of shamans or witch doctors, if you want to call it, voodoo priests, and they put together these like concoctions and all kinds of like things, potions using like animal bones and herbs and different kinds of medicinal ingredients that are found in like terra firma and all, like whatever's around them. And this is what they use to heal you. So really interesting stuff. And he's talking about the two different kinds of magic. He's talking about voodoo magic and he's talking about sorcery. And then the guy basically was asking, the guy was asking, the gentleman is speaking, he was asking, what's the difference between the two different types of arts, the two different types of magic? And so he's trying to get into this right now. So let's continue.
All right.
So you see all this one in our stand here. They are voodoo priests used in the medicine. An example, before you have to begin and use this one in the medicine, you have to be voodoo priest. How you can be voodoo priest now? If you have a new baby, the father of this baby have to go and make the contest to know the future of this baby. So, is in the future when this baby is chosen by the spirit. If this baby gets 5 years or 10 years, the voodoo priest will take this person, go to stay in the sacrifice forest. So you can make 10 years, 15 or 25 years, and you get the initiation in the sacrifice forest. Before one day, you have to be. Have you seen this one?
I have not.
Never saw this one.
Never see this one.
No.
And this one? You ever see this one?
I think I've seen this one.
Okay. How you call this one in your language? Voodoo doll.
Voodoo doll. That's what they
She
call
is from
it.
Haiti, so that's what I would call it.
Let me tell you, in our tradition, voodoo represents the face of Almighty God. But in our tradition, he is represent the 4 elements of this nature. The spirit of the fire, the water, the wind, and the air. Why people call this one voodoo doll? Because when you see in the Hollywood film, they use their nails to push in the body of the statue.
Yes.
And people call voodoo doll, voodoo doll, voodoo doll.
Yes.
But before this doll, we get the nails like this. He is like this before he's changed in this one. But let me give you the example of the difference we have. This statue is a man, he get the penis, and this one get the breast. That's why in this life we have the man and the woman. So it is possible for the voodoo priest can use to help you when you get sickness, whatever the country you stay. An example, you live in Haiti. So if you get sickness, but you not get a time to come in Togo to see the voodoo priest will help you. So that way, you know what you do often. Sometimes the voodoo priest will tell you, please send me your name and the money I will use to cure you, even when you live in Haiti. So with this statue now, if that person is a man, the voodoo priest have to go to buy the statue with a man like this.
I see.
But if the person
So this guy's essentially, he's showing what we know, or what at least I know, look like voodoo dolls, right? You know, these little kinds of representation, sculptures of men, women, and you poke them, you do things, and apparently it's supposed to affect them. So this is what this guy's talking about, but he's
is a woman,
making
he will
it
do the
sound
same
like
things.
there's no harm.
I give you the example. This one is a woman. So I want to give you one way we use to cure the sickness of the person if the person is in another country. You are a woman. I have the statue with the woman. This one, woman, she get the breast. So after you send me the money with your name, I collect. I have to go and buy the ingredients. To what's your name? I forget your name.
Dominic.
Dominic. I represent Dominic by the statue. She live in Haiti. And then in the night, like at 23 p.m., I will tell Dominic to go on the bed. If she's go on the bed now, they have some ritual we do it. To call the spirit of Dominic, the spirit will come to Togo to enter this statue.
While she's sleeping?
Yes, that woman
While
she's sleeping.
Ah, okay.
You understand me?
Yes.
So after the spirit come in Togo, it's like that moment, she stay in Haiti with his body, but the spirit dey in Togo with the voodoo priest here.
I see.
By this way now, the voodoo priest can begin to make the ceremonies on the statue, on the name of Dominic.
I see.
Okay. Okay.
That is the good path of voodoo.
Yes.
That's why voodoo get two faces, the positive and the negative.
That's
The
kinda
positive
freaky.
side is used to cure the people, and the negative side, that is witchcraft.
Right.
It's clear?
Yes.
The negative side is the same thing.
Yeah, so that's kind of freaky, guys. Like, so essentially, if you play around with this kind of magic, with these kind of dolls, these voodoo dolls, the premise is that wherever you are in the world, he's making an example, he was giving an example of the lady, one of the hosts, you know, she's from Haiti. If she was in Haiti, technically her spirit is actually in Africa, right? Where he's located with the voodoo priest. And this is how he's able to heal her, do things to her to make her better or whatnot. But meanwhile, her actual body is elsewhere in the world. So definitely interesting.
To represent Dominic by this statue, to use the nails in pushing the body, she feel the pain like that.
Yeah.
She feel bad.
Yeah.
That is witchcraft. It's not for everybody.
I see. Do you consider voodoo to be a religion?
Voodoo normally is not religion. The religion we get in Africa before voodoo is animist. The animist is the people where they believe in many kind of God. Before we beginning to use voodoo.
I see.
Voodoo is used according to our tradition and culture things.
Very good.
It's clear?
Very
it's
clear.
like how we make prayer. If you see the Christianity, they make prayer in the name of Jesus. But in Africa, in our tradition, we have to make prayer in our ancestors' name.
Yes.
All right, so interesting, because I always thought voodoo was kind of like a religion, and this guy is essentially talking about the fact that it's not. It's not technically a religion. It's kind of like a form of practice, and their religion is whatever religion they have, which he was kind of giving an example or trying to compare what he does to Christianity, and of course with religions like Christianity, Islam, Judaism, where they worship the one God. In this case, they do things not in God's name, but in their ancestors' name. So a little different.
And me, I never make prayer in the name of Jesus again, because I feel like original African.
So in the name of the ancestors.
Yes, ancestors. If we buy the animal,
So he prays in the name of his ancestors, and he feels really special about that. He feels really good about that. But interestingly, he did mention that there's a lot of religions in Africa that that practice like Christianity and practice these other kinds of religions, but they still incorporate voodoo in their everyday day-to-day kind of life. So that's interesting.
That is raven. You see the raven? After we buy the animal, we use the knife or the blade to cut inside. After we cut inside, we have to remove some intestine. Now we have the antibiotic leaves. It's to make all that in powder before we put in the stomach of the animal to store all in dried, to keep it very well. Before people are near to use in the medicine, come in the market to discuss the price, to buy and give it to the people or the voodoo priests, so they use for their head.
And typically, do they have to grind the ingredients and you eat it, or how do?
Good question. You know, after the voodoo priests make the consultation, if they tell you go in this market, buy this, that animal, or they leave some time. After you buy the ingredients, when they make it in powder, with this powder, sometimes we can mix it with soup.
In a soup?
With this soap, you can use to take your spiritual bathing. It's clear?
Yeah.
Sometimes with this powder, they can put in the cup to add the water and give it to you like a portion you drink.
To drink. Okay.
Or sometimes they can put in a honey.
Okay.
Or sometimes they cannot make the ingredient in powder. They just make the ritual in the crossroads.
Right.
It depends your problems.
Then depends on the prescription.
Yes.
Okay.
I see.
So an example for medicine, I have the chameleon here. I have a different kind of animal. This snake, you see this snake? We remove the tooth to ground. After we ground to make all the in powder. See on my body, I want to give you one example. That is scarification. We use the blade. You see 1, 2, 3 times.
Yes.
After we use the blade and cut your body small. Now the tooth we make in powder, we put in the pen.
Ah, okay.
That is scarification, to protect you against the snake biting and scorpions.
Ah, okay.
If snake bites you, nothing will happen.
It's nothing happened.
Yes. Or sometimes, another example again, when we continue, I have the head of parrots.
This must be like really early in the day. It doesn't seem like this place is like really packed with like a lot of people. Three, two, one. You know, it looks like this is not like, this is probably happening sometime during the day. It doesn't really look like this is happening at a time when there's a lot of people. The market looks quite empty. So yeah, it must be really early in the day.
Parrots. The head of iguana. With small part of lizard. With some leaves. After we make all the in powder, we can put in the honey now. So with this one, when you put in a teaspoon to drink every morning, is to give you good voice. And the second for memory retention.
Okay.
It's clear?
Yes, very.
Question for you.
Yes.
So this is a lot of knowledge, right? Accumulated over ages.
Yes.
How is this knowledge passed on from one voodoo priest to the other? How do you acquire this and keep it for generations to come?
Yes, I tell you before we have to get one voodoo priest, we have to make the consultation. After we know that in the future, this person will be voodoo priest, so we will take him to go to stay in the sacrifice forest. You stay alone without your father or your parents. So you can make 15 or 25 years. That moment you pass in the sacrifice forest, we help you. You will speak with the genius.
Okay.
It's the genius will help you if someone come with problem. He tell you do this, do that to get satisfaction. Yes.
Okay.
After that, you can learn generation in generation. Like if your father is a voodoo priest, their son can begin to learn about his father.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
But the difference we have, the person who was taking his time in the sacrifice forest is good than the person where they learning from his father.
Right.
Because you know, if you go and see the original voodoo priest, you explain him your problems. What you have to do first time is to make the oracle. The oracle talking about the present, the past, and the future. But like me, I learn it from my father. When you come with problem, you tell me, hey Mark, I get a headache. I will tell you, go to buy this or that animal or that ingredient. I will make it a powder and show how to use. But I don't know if your problem is spiritual or physical.
Right. Could be one or the other. If it's spiritual.
All right, so he's talking about one of the things that kind of certifies in somebody actually becoming one of these voodoo priests. They have to go outside into this forest area and they have to stay there for a period of time away from their family, from the people that they love, and they get enlightened somehow, and so it's passed on through generations, right? So this guy himself, he kind of learned these rituals and these practices from his father. It was passed down to him from his dad, and he has ways to be able to, like, depending on what you need, what you are experiencing, he kind of has a remedy for that. But the one thing he can't determine if your issues are related to something that could be spiritual or something that could be related to some physical. So that's something that he doesn't know. So
then voodoo fixes it. If it's physical, then you might need.
If it's spiritual,
yes.
The voodoo priest will make the country to know your problem is spiritual or physical before to treat you.
I see.
Yes.
Very interesting.
Can continue?
Yes.
So we have the same things here: snakes, iguana, the head of goats, dart, hedgehog, rats, frogs, and different.
What is a very common ingredient? Snake or?
All the animals are very important. But it depends your problem before the voodoo priest will help you, and then you get the healing. An example, you and your wife, you can come on same day to do some things. Even when you are twins, you can go and make the consultation, but they will see another problem to your second person, and before they tell you your own.
Okay.
So it depends the problems of the people.
Right.
Yes. That's why all the animals are very, very important.
Right.
Yes.
If someone comes in the market and their intention is to do bad, if they're looking to find somebody that can help them to do something bad to someone else, how do we deal with that? Or do we deal with that?
I want to explain you something. You know, the tradition of voodoo not like to do bad. That's why the bad side name is witchcraft.
Right.
But when you are adept of voodoo and you begin to use bad things, the hotel of voodoo will punish you. Voodoo don't like to do bad. You understand me?
Yes.
If you do bad, because voodoo have forbidden it, don't kill the people, don't hurt the people, don't do bad things. That's why people are afraid of voodoo in Africa. Right. Because if you do bad, you find the bad immediately. In our tradition is like that. Don't joke with voodoo.
Right. So someone that comes here with bad intentions is not welcome.
If you come here with bad intention, they cannot do it for you. Because in this fetish market, we have one kind of voodoo hotel there. If you come with bad idea, this voodoo will punish you. Even when you come with bad spirits, our voodoo hotel will cure you immediately. Yes. It's a sacrifice, it's a sacred place.
Sacred place.
Yes, it's a sacred place.
Very good.
Yes.
And
normally, if you was born in voodoo things, me, I believe in voodoo. I can never leave my voodoo to follow another religion like a Christianity or Muslim. Because I know if you do what voodoo tell you, you find good satisfaction. He there with your for your protection, for your many things. That's why you have to believe in him about your faith. He will help you. You find many things. That's why even when you are Christianity, you are Muslim, they have some talisman you have inside the room. When they give it to you, and they tell you, use like this, you like that to get this solution. When you have your faith on that, you find a.
Do you have many people though that have practiced both? So that are there people, Muslims and Christians, who also come here to seek your help?
Yes. You know, there are some people are hypocrites, but in this life, if you want to give your heart to something, give it to him alone.
Yes.
You and him. But there are some people, it is possible in Africa, they can go to church and they practice the witchcraft. They can do it. But in our voodoo teens, you cannot be voodoo priest to practice the witchcraft again.
Right.
That's the difference.
Right. Okay.
Very
So,
good.
yes, he talks about how there's people in different religious faiths and backgrounds that also experiment with voodoo. Perhaps maybe that's something that they've grown up in, something that they've been around, perhaps maybe in their families for generations and generations. But you know, he claims that there's people who follow the one God, and there's those people who also seek the guidance and spirituality in what he's trying to promote and preach in terms of voodoo. So I guess he's looking at it as a way of practice, not as a religion, but how the two, obviously there's a conflict, but it's interesting, you know. So he's kind of giving his feedback on what he's been able to see on a day-to-day basis.
That's why I say, me, I don't want to convert
Right, to anything.
Yes. People can invite me, I can go there like church.
Yes.
To play people, but I'm not Christian.
To believe.
Yes.
What's the number one thing, like, out of everything that people come here for? Because, like, for cures, what's the number, like, are they also coming for relationship advice or whatever the case may be?
Many problems.
Many problems.
First, we call this place fetish market, but it's also traditional pharmacy. It is possible for people to enter here. See this man, like one kind of example, he wants to buy the skin of animal. Yes. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
So, if he come in the market, he wants to buy something, he will go and discuss the price with the seller. It is possible for other people again, when you come in the market, like a tourist.
Yes.
You want us to go around to know many things about our tradition and culture. Before some people come to get healing
Yes.
for their problems. Yes.
Yes.
And is it also possible to get like something made so for relationships, like she says? So if you have, if you want to find love, you
Yes.
get a love potion.
Yes, I tell you before, we have a two type of explanation.
Yeah.
And the first one is to concern the animal.
Yes.
And the ingredient outside. But when we finish outside,
Okay.
and then you permit me, I will take you, we go inside the room to present you the talisman, the amulet we have, where they give the name to this fetish market. And the first one is a traveling protection. He will help you to have safe travel, to not get accident on your way. And the second one is one kind of ebony wood, who is prepared to get good memory and get good sleeping, memory retention. The third one is one kind of talisman. It will protect you against the poison, like you don't know your enemies. If he invites you, you go to the festival, and they give you the glass, put the drink, put the poison or drug inside. If you have this talisman in your pocket, or you wear it before you go, when you hold this glass, will contain the poison, it will shake and breaks immediately.
Ah, okay, so it protects you from it.
Yeah, against the poison or drug.
Uh-huh.
And the fourth one is for love.
Yeah, of course.
With this fetish, it is possible when you are in a relation, you want to touch your love forever and ever,
Yes.
and then they have some way we give it to you and your husband, or you call your name of or your boyfriend on that. Then
Yeah.
you put the perfume, you rub it, you put the perfume on your body. So if she smell the perfume or he smell the perfume who is put on the fetish, she fell in love with you automatically.
Just like
Your
that.
love is starts forever and ever. It is possible with the same fetish. When you are single, you want to find love.
Yes.
You just put in the left hand.
Yes.
You put the perfume. With this one, you never called the name of any person. After you rub it, you put the perfume on your body before you go in your work site or in your workshop. He will help you to attract good people on you. Yes. And the fifth one for house protection, and the last one is African Viagra.
African Viagra.
Yeah, they help them to fuck like a horse. Let's see, continue. So, with the skin of animal, antelope, sometimes we just use to make natural, to play in the music.
And then what is it? What kind of hair is this from?
It's not hair, it's a tail.
The tail.
Yes. It's a cow tail. Yes.
And that looks like
So
hair.
the long black one there is from horse.
Okay.
You know, like 70 years ago in Africa, before we don't get republic, we get kingdom. So
Right.
this one they used to make fly a mosquito away
Yes.
in the kingdom for the king.
Okay.
They are Voodoo priests who used to command the spirit sometimes. But sometimes we used to dancing to shake it. And African festival dancing.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
To shake it.
All kinds of uses.
That's why when people
Whoa.
enter the fetish market, they can discuss the price with the Voodoo priest. Please
Look, they
sell
sell
me
mummified mummies
for 5,000
sorry,
or for
monkeys.
10,000. Because in Voodoo teas, if you want to prepare something, when you find a small part of the teas, it's enough.
Right. Just don't need the whole thing.
No. You don't need to use the complete one. Yes. That's why you see this one, they cut.
It's a
Just
cut
cut.
to pieces.
Cut and huge. So, have another crocodile. Yeah. I have the antelope, the head of lion, a leopard, baboon, difference, pig, monkey.
Gosh, those are all real.
The skin of animal. See this one? In Asia, in anaconda, but in Africa, it's pua, snake pua. Yes.
Whoa.
So with this one, we use to make the shoes like this, to make the balance like this one.
Yes, the belts.
Yes.
And all of these were found here in Lomé, in Togo?
No,
No.
it's in Benin.
Benin, yes.
It's in Benin.
You're not chasing them down?
No. It's forbidden in Africa to kill the animal. But the way we use before we find this animal, we have the local hunters. And then after they go in the forest and they find the dead natural, they collect them. After they brought it here, and now they have to sell to the Voodoo priest. So, only the animal dead we use in the medicine. Me, my father is a Voodoo priest, but I learned many things from him. I want to give you one example. If you see there, we have the animal alive. Come here. Vulture. So, you know, with this animal alive one, if I consider you two like a one families, then you get the problems. But you don't get the time to come in Togo. So, I will tell you, write your name, and you send me the money. I will go and buy the ingredients. But with this one, I cannot use the studio again. Because this one is a family problem. So, after I collect everything, I go and buy the ingredients. I have to make all the in powder and make one talisman. So with this talisman, I will go in the market to buy the animal alive. If it's a pigeon, vulture, if it's a rat, chameleon. So with this talisman, all the power is inside. I will touch on the foot of the animal. So I will leave the animal go in the forest. It's like the animal take your problems to go like that.
Okay.
Understand?
Yes. Just so you can tell us and then put on the animal and set the animal free.
Go in, yeah, free in the forest. It's not every time we kill the animal.
No.
Rat alive in the cage. See, all they alive. They sleep this time.
Oh, shoot.
They're big.
Yes, all they alive.
I'm still
Maybe
kind of
because of
curious.
people-
I mean, they got a lot of live animals there, but then they also have a lot of skins of these animals. And so, did they kill those animals? Because he said most of those animals, they come from Benin. We're talking about hyenas, leopards, lions, there's baboons, monkeys, snakes, crocodiles. There's a lot of different animals there, but he said they're all coming from Benin. So, how are they how are they getting access to these animals? How are they getting access to their skin, their fur? Are they killing them? Or they're already dead? He's making it sound as if they're not killing them. And they have live animals there, mostly like birds and stuff. I thought perhaps, and I'm sure you guys are probably thinking maybe they're using some kind of a sacrifice of some kind. But to me, it seems like they don't sacrifice any of these animals there. What they do is he gets the medicinal, like he gets the ingredients based on the kind of problem you have. After you've sent him the money, you talk to him about what you want, you've gone through the consultation, he creates this concoction of powder or whatever, and then he attaches that to the foot of that animal, and then it flies away, and it takes that problem with it to wherever it goes, so your problem goes away. But are those animals actually being released? Are they being killed or used for other purposes? We don't know.
In the market to cook very sweet soup with that.
Yeah, they make a good soup.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes,
Yeah.
good soup.
Oh. Oh. Wow. You see those bats? Starfish too. Look at them. Look at the monkeys. Got warthogs, eagles, hawks.
And here I have the Voodoo Hotel.
Oh.
And that represents all the people where they use metal in their workshop. That's why the name of this Voodoo Hotel is the god of the iron. So every people, we are artisan, mechanic, carpenter, chirurgical doctor, taxi driver, and that concerns them, Africa.
Yes.
And once a year, we give him ritual. So we kill different kinds of animal. We cut the head, that is sacrifice. After we cut the head, we put the skull on that. And now we collect the blood of animal dead in a big calabash. After we prepare the beans, mix it with the blood, and we put on that to make the drum for celebration. When you are
Okay, so they do do sacrifices there. Again, he's saying that these sacrifices are meant for white magic purposes, so for good, not for bad. And then they cut the head of this animal. So I'm assuming it's those birds and rats, and then they use the blood of the animal to do their magic, their sorcery, I guess.
Asian, European, and African, it is possible you come to celebrate, because Voodoo no have decision, no color. They like every religion. So the statue, who is represent the god of iron, have one legs, and that means even when nowadays you have many religions, you believe in one God. God is universal. Most of African tradition are not believing in heaven or hell. Like in Christianity, yes. We believe in reincarnation.
Ah.
Yes. So, and this statue represents the king of the spirit of the dead. So when we have a new baby, the Voodoo priests make ceremonies to make out the spirit of the dead, like ancestors.
Yeah.
After they appear, it's them where they make the ceremonies. So they have to know who is that person reincarnated in the same family.
I'm sorry, I don't follow. So they can make the same person come back to the same family?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
That we believe in our tradition.
That's amazing.
Like me.
Did you guys hear that? He's saying that they don't believe, most people who follow Voodoo don't believe in the concept of hell and heaven. They believe in reincarnation. But one of the things that they can do is to be able to have people reincarnated in the form of somebody who passed away, somebody who's been deceased. Maybe a family member or somebody that they know. Interesting.
Yeah.
I represent one kind of friends of my father.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's very cool.
That's very cool.
Yes.
After they finish, you see, they finish the ceremonies.
Yeah.
The god of death disappear again.
That's pretty awesome.
Most of things we get nowadays in this life, in this world, they are from Africa. An example, that time our grandfather, they don't get something to inform the people. If they want to make announce to the people, they select one person holding this gong. The name is the gong.
Gong.
Yes. That person have to go village of the village to make noisy. After that, no megaphone. He will talk louder to give them, to shout it, to give the message to the villagers. And when he finish, he have to go another village again.
Yeah.
That's why they do this one like a morning time, 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. So they can talk, even if you are in kilometer, you can understand.
You can still hear them. Yeah.
There we have the skull of hippo.
A hippo?
Yeah, hippo we
Oh,
go there and
that's
see.
huge.
Yeah.
Wow, they even got
We use in the
hippopotamus.
medicine against broken legs.
Oh, yes.
Hippo.
Oh, because they have strong bones.
Yes. Against the broken leg.
Yeah.
Sometimes we can open it like this. It's a heavy. We can go inside to see the fetish now.
Okay.
Follow me. Yes. Come inside. Come to sit down. Do like your home, okay? Don't worry for anything. See this man. He is young,
They're inside.
but he is the Voodoo priest because he is chosen by our ancestor spirits. So, what we do often in this room, we have the fetish, and then we have many things about talisman and the amulet. But like in our tradition, first you will give your name to the Voodoo priest. He will wish you all the best. After, I will present the fetish for the explanation. You call your name to me?
Dale. Dale.
He wish you all the best, long life, something like that. Yeah. Malo. You see this one? That is the first fetish in our fetish market here. The name is Sudeme. Yes. Fetish of tribe. An example, where are you from?
Canada.
Canada. If you have an airport in Ottawa, Ottawa.
Yeah.
An example, you want to take the plane to come in Togo, or you want to take the plane in Togo to go to Canada. When you are ready and you have this fetish, after you are ready, you want to enter the plane. If you have this fetish, you will hold it in the left hand. When you see on this fetish, he gets small hold. With this small hold, you have to tell good wishes to him. One example, my fetish, I want to go to the travel to protect me on my way. No accident, no bad things to me. I want to go and come back safe and sound. After that, you have to close your wish to the fetish. If you finish to close, you will put in your pocket. During the travel, he will help you to have safe travel, no accident, no bad things on your way. After you go to the destination, in your apartment, you will open and you keep for next traveling again. This one is used only for travel.
And what happens if it comes out in the middle of travel? Then it's no guarantee.
No problem. The very important is what you tell your wish to him. You keep it already.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Tabak me. And the second one is the seed of ebony tree. But all the fetish you see here are prepared in the sacrifice for it before they brought here and said to the people we are interested. An example, when you get the headache every time or you get bad dream in the night when you go to the bed, with this fetish in the night before you have to go on the bed, you put in the left hand. In that moment, you get the water in the cup, put your finger inside, you drop it 1, 2, 3 drops of water. You have to rub it. When you rub it, you hold it in the left hand. Then you make 1, 2, 3 like the cross, because the cross represents the face of Voodoo, who is the Almighty God in our tradition.
Okay.
And if you do this one, is to invoke the 4 elements of this nature.
Okay.
After that, you will put the fetish under the pillow. Then you sleep on that. And then after tomorrow, fresh memory and get good sleeping. Memory rotation. Ebony seed. Yes. This talisman is still in our local language. He get 2 power. The first one, you know, the cowrie shell are used in Africa as a money, small coins. But nowadays we have the one we use.
Yeah.
But here, the Voodoo priest blessing is for your generally good luck. When we tune this fetish, we have a 41, because before to compose the fetish in our tradition, sometimes we use the number, like the 3, like the 4, 7, 12, 15, 21, 41 is very, very important to use to compose the fetish.
Okay.
Or the talisman. So with different leaves, 41 inside, he will help you against the poison or drug. I give you example before outside.
Yes.
If you go to the festival, someone serve you the glass, put the drink, put the poison or drug in your absence. Like if you go to the toilet after you came back, when you hold this glass where they contain the poison, then you have this fetish or you put on your neck before you go there, the glass will shake and breaks. You have to feel like an electric shock. He make the vibration. Brrr. He will help you to not
get the poison.
Yeah, they have the poison. That's why Voodoo have good way and have bad ways.
Yes, yes.
Why no?
Why?
Now I have the fetish of love. I give you this example again. First, we have the 2 wood. The 2 wood represent the man and the woman. Their love is tight already, so it's good for couple. If you are in a relationship, it's good for single person. With this one, when you are single, you want to find love, good person. Before you have to go out, if you want to go on your workshop, you put in the left hand. You put 3 drops of perfume. After that, you have to rub it. When you rub it, put this perfume on your body. You put the fetish in your room before you go out. He will permit you to attract good people on you.
And it always seems to be the left hand. You always use the left hand.
Yes, because we have the heart on the left.
Okay. Okay, that's why. Okay.
But when we are in a relationship, I told you before, like you have a good girlfriend, so you want to test your love. You put in the left hand, call the name of your girlfriend 7 times with your name 7 times, and then you have to put the perfume, you rub it.
Yes.
Put the perfume on your body before you go and see your girlfriend. If she smells the perfume who is put on this fetish, it's finished. Your love is tight forever and ever.
Forever and forever and ever. You hearing that?
Amulet.
Forever and ever.
Good luck charms.
And this one is a leg bar. The man when we see outside get the penis in erection, that is the real one.
Okay.
And once a year, this leg bar smoke, you light the cigarettes, put in there, in this hole, he will take it. It's like you give fire to him to fight your enemies. If you put it in your house, someone enter in your house with bad idea. Leg bar will punish, or he will make the person forget what he planned before enter your house. Is that our grandfather used in Africa. Nowadays, even when you go in the village, you see this one. Even in my home. Yes.
Still have.
Bad people can enter our house to do bad, but in my room they cannot do bad things. Because Labor Day to chasten them.
And once a year you give him a cigarette.
If you don't give signal, you cannot get the power to fight your enemies.
Okay.
That's why the signal you give it to him. Or if you don't like to smoke, just you put 3 doses of alcohol once a year. New year, you put it on that. Like a ritual, you give it to get the power, fight your enemies.
Never sick one. But yeah, it is.
We have many things. And this one is the African Viagra, I told you before.
Yes.
Yes. So with this one, we just clean it well and we cut many in pieces. In Africa, we put in the bottle, we add the alcohol and you beginning to drink after 3 days. You make you strong. On the bed, you work like a horse, man.
Like a horse.
And the last one is the family protection. The man name is Ablikete and the woman is Ablisi. The 2 stitch here there. Yes. The man and the woman. So the 2 are family protection. Yes. Yes. The man is Ablikete, the king of the forest, and the woman is Ablisi, the queen of the forest, and the 2 represent the family protection. So I think so. My explanation is finished.
Very good.
Thank everyone. My name is Mark Tapo. I'm a guide in fetish market. My number is +228 93 45 51 36. Thank you.
As we leave the Voodoo market behind, let's carry with us a newfound understanding and appreciation for this rich and vibrant aspect of Togolese culture. Until next time, remember, in the world of travel, it's now or never.
Yeah, so that's pretty interesting, guys. You know, kind of delving into a very spiritual kind of practice that in most cases is quite feared around the world. Now, whether that's something that Hollywood has a part in that, or the things that we see on TV and social media, very interesting. But it seems like this is not just, you know, something that's practiced in one part of the world, like we traditionally thought places like Haiti and other areas within South America. You know, it seems like the roots stem from Africa and are spread worldwide. So hope you guys enjoy this. Again, I'm just kind of showing you guys some of the you know, some of the stuff that's out there. This kind of practice is not something that people that I know are following or practicing. So I don't know what side of the fence you guys are on, but you know, this is obviously very interesting kind of topic. You know, there's some crazy stuff that goes on in the world, and there's some very interesting things that people try to tap into to be able to enhance their knowledge or understanding, or be able to obtain some kind of power of some kind. Right or wrong, that's up to them, what they choose, what they're trying to do. Real or fake, I'm hoping you can help and with their comments decide what you guys think. At the end of the day, that's a decision you need to make. So I want to thank you guys for sticking around. If you guys haven't already, I want you to smash the like and subscribe, and please comment. And in the meantime and in between time, until our next episode, I look forward to catching you guys, obviously, on the next one. Thank you guys. Enjoy your evening.